That beard kind of needs to come back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's no secret. I've been a Disney shill for a very long time. Been a Disney fan from as long as I can remember. First movie, Mary Poppins, um, and of course, we've all come to sour on the company at the moment. This past weekend celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company when I believe it's when Walt created Mickey, but it was when he moved out to California and started the studio. And so they put out a little short film here, Once Upon a Studio. And Chris, I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I haven't seen it. Let's watch it.
Yes, no, we can't watch it.
Why can't we watch it?
What's copyright? We're just gonna get struck
How
for it.
how long
But
is it?
here, I'll just describe it to you. But you can see
Please.
all the characters here. All the characters here. They're in the opening starts in the Disney Animation Building here, which you see in Burbank. The staff leaves, close the door, then Mickey and Minnie pop out of a painting and say it's time. And they go all throughout the building, gathering all the Disney characters over the past 100 years for a group shot here. And it was, I'll be honest, it I had a good time with this short film. It is member berries up the wazoo. I mean, that's all it is your favorite characters popping out, interacting with one another. And if that's what it was meant to do, mission accomplished. Great. There was Lori Ormond just pointed out here in the chat what I was going to say, but there's a moment where Mickey turns back and sees a portrait of Walt, and there's a very sentimental moment there that worked. That just shows you the power of animation, and the thing that I walked away with from here it was my how this company has fallen, and this is just a reminder that the time of Walt and the time of even the Disney Renaissance back in the 80s and 90s is long gone. And it brings up a lot of questions. Is hand drawn animation dead? It probably is, but even if you brought it back, is it going to mean anything? And ultimately we bring it up over and over again, but this is Disney at its highest corporate status ever. And here's the thing about, you just talked about the Daily Wire. I can guarantee you that the Daily Wire knows its audience, knows how much money it brings in, and knows how to budget this Brett Cooper Snow White movie.
Right.
I'm looking at the latest report on the Disney live action, movie Snow White, and the budget is currently at $200 million, which means it probably has to make $500 million to break even.
Wow.
And again, I've mentioned this ad nauseum, but Disney at the moment is not feeling it yet. I believe it's getting close, but the idea of failure is not something in their mind. Versus when Walt Disney ran the company, and this idea of failure was always looming on his head from the 100 years ago when he started to the day he died. He could have easily gone bankrupt with Disney World when he was building it at the time of his death. And he certainly could have gone bankrupt, not even having produced Snow White. And if it weren't for the miracle of a banking system that where you just show them what you've done with your movie so far, that Chase Bank will loan you the money to finish the movie. And so there's something about the desperation to make money, to profit, that tends to make better films than what we're getting nowadays, because they just don't feel it. And so, happy birthday, Walt Disney. Happy birthday, Disney Company. But do better. Be best.
Well, let me ask you about it. So this special, it's a short film. How long approximately?
It's about 10 minutes.
And it's on Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Plus right now. But it was
Okay.
they premiered it on Wonderful World of Disney on Sunday, right before the presentation of Encanto.
Well, I will actually take the time to watch it because I unsubscribed to Disney Plus. So I will know. I think I'm not gonna. My subscription ends at the beginning of November, So there you are.
Yeah, but a
But
lot of the
I'll
original
watch it.
voices, they either used the original recordings or they actually brought the voices back. Someone had said that they actually got Jeremy Irons to come back to do a line for Scar. They found some old recordings of Robin Williams. You know, his hundreds of hours of improvisation he did. They're able to clip some of that, and so Robin Williams has new lines as the genie.
That's
Fun.
cool.
Even James Wood has come back as Hades.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think 2D animation is dead. When you look at television, everything from Futurama to Rick and Morty to other stuff. I mean, when it comes to theatrical, if it's a good story, people are going to go see it. I don't know why 2D is just not associated.
I would
with
say it's dead
anymore.
at Disney. I don't, when you look, I've been a fan of Disney animation since the beginning of my life, and just knowing the costs, the man hours, the people hours to produce a 90-minute feature, it's immense, and I can't imagine Disney wanting to invest that kind of money in people. And that's why they would rather do it in computers. And what? I'll be honest. When the first movie I took my daughter to see was Tangled, and after watching Tangled, it was like, 2D animation's dead, because the 3D they had done that, it replicated it so well. Computer animation had finally caught up with hand-drawn animation, which makes it difficult to go back to hand-drawn.
Yeah, there's so many classic 2D animated movies that are just, I mean, look at the Winnie the Pooh films, shorts, look at some of the other classic features.
Bambi, I mean, Sleeping Beauty was, the art style of Sleeping Beauty was incredible. Bambi, look, the art designer of Bambi was an Asian. I mean, that's how progressive Walt was at that time.
I'm sure he really didn't care much. Do you have the talent?
It was about what you produce.
Exactly. Well, look, I will check it out, but I think it's the effect that it's going to have on me is it stands in contrast to what Disney and who Disney is now as a company. Mm-hmm. And it's going to actually, I think, not have a great effect, because it's going to remind people that Disney's best days are behind it.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I walked away with. They included the lead character of Wish in it, and it was just like, join the party. but again, it's just 10 minutes of member berries, and in this case, it was a good thing.
All right, well, I'll check it out.